Buzz Retirement Garage. 33,000 subscribers and I may quit YouTube. And the title is going to be part of this video because I want to see how many people are going to click on this video just because it's, oh my gosh, it's 33,000 subscribers and you're gonna quit YouTube? Say it ain't so! It's not so. I'm not quitting YouTube. But I want to bring up that so many, and YouTube has changed so much, and so many titles bring in the people who click, and the content might be junk, but that title does everything. So if you're a new person who just saw this video and you saw this 33,000 and I'm quitting, however I write it in there, write the title, because I haven't really written the title yet, doing the video first, but based on that premises. So if you're first time watching this, I'm going to tell you a couple things that have happened to me over the years. And if you're a subscriber and you have been for a while, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Because one thing about this channel, and I don't care if it goes down to 0 monetization, I'm sticking around with you guys and girls because you have made my retirement so much more enjoyable by being here, by commenting, by emailing me, by texting me, and I can't even begin to tell you how great that is. And again, with no lie, if I didn't make another dime, I would still do this YouTube channel. Now, for people starting out, if you're watching this and you're starting out, or you have very little amount of subscribers, maybe you haven't developed that yet, and you are looking to get the money. Now, let's back up a little bit. I started doing YouTube videos in 2023 at the end, around December, I think, here in this garage. Popped the phone up on the box, still using the same phone. The box is gone though. I don't know where that box went, but started doing that in December of 2023. Got monetized fairly quickly. Last year, made $18,000 before taxes. I'm not going to talk about channels, but there was one retirement channel and that's what I focused on because I was getting ready to retire and thinking about it. And I saw one channel who put out their YouTube earnings. And it was the first time I saw a retirement channel who put out their YouTube earnings. And this person was making, $2,000, $2,500 a month. So I thought, well, let me try this. It beats going to work part-time, which I was contemplating in December of 2023, and still contemplating for this year, even though for different reasons. So I thought to myself, let me try this YouTube thing, and of course we're up to 30,000 subscribers, but you know what that means? Diddly squat. Now, what does that mean? 30,000 subscribers doesn't mean anything because it's all about the views, and all about the views is all about the title. And you can watch, there's a lot of people doing videos now about how everything in YouTube has changed, the algorithms have changed. So I decided to do this video based on some information that I got. And I want to bring up a couple things. Like some of you saw, well, let me do this first. This is just in case you don't go any further in this video. This is what's happened since March 24th of 2024 versus today. So I do what's called a Social Security expense budget rundown at the end of every month. If you're a subscriber or a viewer who has not subscribed yet, and I don't know why, but if you haven't gotten the notifications, you haven't seen my Social Security videos, every month I laid out my expenses versus my income, explained what I'm trying to do to keep within that range, not overspend. And then when I do overspend for whatever reason, I let you know how and why. I've been doing that for a long time now. So many people tune in to see that video because they want to see how I'm doing. They want to see compared to themselves, which is okay. How they're doing compared to, how they spend their money versus mine. Checking out geography, Ohio, where I live near Cleveland, Ohio. Our taxes are different. Our standard of living is different here than maybe somewhere else like Hawaii or California or Maine, New Hampshire, Texas. It's different. So let me go through this real quick. So in March of 2024, my Social Security video got 23,400 views. I made $280 on that video. And there goes the plane. If you don't know about Buzz's Retirement Garage, the plane always goes when he starts his video. Not before, not after. Per view, 0.01199, so a little over 1 cent per view. At the time, and YouTube has what they call RPM, so the RPM was $11.99. It's basically taking the 0.01199 times 1,000, it's $11.99, okay? So, gives you an idea. At the time, I had 8,900 subscribers, okay? So 23,400 views off of 8,900 subscribers. Now, I did the same exact video, and I do them every month, but I did the same exact video in August of this year, 2025. That video, now yes, there may be more people that'll watch over the next few months, but that's rare, and we'll talk about that too. So in August 2025, this last month, I had 10,148 views, so about half. I made $107 on that video. My per view was 0.01055, so barely over a penny. My subscribers right now is 30,300, give or take. And my RPM is $10.55, where it was $11.99. So 30,000 subscribers versus 8,900 subscribers. This tells you straight out it's all about the views. And it also tells you that per view, the money that at least me, I assume everybody, I don't know that. It could be different, but for me, even the amount of views doesn't pay the same as it did in March of 2024. And so you may have seen, I have done Throwback Thursday. So I've taken videos that I've done in the past, and I changed the description, and I add to the title, manipulate the title a little bit and add Throwback Thursday on there so you know it's a video that I've previously done. That's an experiment that I've been doing, and I haven't said anything about it to anybody. But here's why I'm doing that, because this has been in motion for some time. So back when there was one I did in 2024, it got 9,300 views. That same video this year, which I did in 2025, redid it, just taking last year's video, repurposing it, and doing it for this year, only had 5,200 views. Now, some of you might say, well, I remember seeing that. Well, if you can remember seeing somebody's video from a year ago, good for you, because I can't remember what I had for breakfast today. So, and it's the same way with the other videos, throwbacks that I did. There's another one, 2024, about patience. It was 6,100. This year, 3,000 views. So about 50%. So my throwback videos are proving my point. My point being that even with 30,000 subscribers versus what I had at this time or sometime in 2024, which was definitely a lot less, this channel is getting a lot more views, or a lot less views, more, less. I'll figure out the difference. This channel is getting a lot less views, although subscribers are going up. So to you people who are worried about your subscribers, yeah, I mean, yes, you can worry about that and you want to drive up your subscriber base. But let me tell you, in the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything, at least in my opinion. So I'm glad people subscribe. I still want people to subscribe, because if you get the notifications, if you click that button for notifications, which probably many don't, number 2 blank, many don't, if you're not going to get the notification that I'm putting out a video, subscribing doesn't really help, because you're not going to see it. Maybe it'll pop up, my video will pop up in your feed at some point, but without that notification, so you need to hit all notifications. That's the only way, as a subscriber, you're going to be able to see all the content. And I think there's some people, there's some data on YouTube, which I just thought about it now. There's data on there that says how many people have subscribed to all notifications, and I did not look at that stat. Maybe I'll bring that up in another video. But what I can tell you now is that these videos and the videos that we're currently making now have 2 things going against them. One, the RPM value is going down. So what they pay you per view is going down. And that's, I've looked back at 2023, 2024, and it's a consistent thing. And the other part is the subscriber count, even though it goes up, if you don't hit all, for all notifications, you're not watching, you're not seeing, because my views are down. Now, that's happening to a lot of channels. Now, here's what I don't like, and here we go back to the title. I have seen so many, and again, I'm not going to talk channel names. I have seen so many great channels who put out super good content that I think is great. And I can tell they've done a heck of a lot of work to get to that point, to make that video, to edit that video. They have just done so much work, and they get 200, 300, 400 views. It's almost a crime, because all that work that they put into it, versus someone who just puts a title out there, and you know what I'm talking about. The world is going to end tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Oh my gosh, 1 million views. The content is crap, but because that title said the world's going to end at 2 o'clock, got 1 million views. And now you've just egged on that person. And this is fictitious, but I've seen this many, many times, and I'm sure you have too. If you look at some of these videos that talk about the end of times, or you know, your Social Security is going to disappear tomorrow at 3 o'clock, or you name it, there's automatically people clicking on that, because it's just like driving past an accident. You're on the highway, you're driving past an accident, you're going 2 miles an hour, because everybody's got to look. Everybody's got to look at this accident. You know, we're built that way. I guess as humans, we're built that way. We have to stop and gawk and what's going on? What's going on? So it's just interesting. And their content, like I said, they might have a million views, but you know their content is crap. Versus someone who's getting a couple hundred, 1,000 views, and their content is great, and it's well done, and it's formatted right. But maybe they don't have the world is ending at 2 o'clock description in their title. So for all those reasons, I will keep my YouTube channel, but I'm going to expand out into something else. I'm thinking about doing, and I won't talk about them right now, but I'm still going to do my videos. I'm still going to do my 2 lives, one on Wednesday and one on Friday. Wednesday at 2, Friday at 7 if you get a chance, both Eastern time. But I'm going to go into something else as well. And I just want to add something in there, because I can't do these titles like this. I can't do it. I'm just not built that way. And my content, whether it's good or bad, I can't preempt it with these crazy, crazy titles. So I'm going to understand that I'm not going to make as much as I did last year, well below last year's figure. And I'm gonna maybe, and I did open a store with the help of some friends. We did open a store, which this Saturday I'll have a sample pack and I can show you some of the stuff. We got shirts, we got hats, we got coffee mugs, which people have bought. And I think I'm going to do something else where my talking ability, not my vocabulary, but my ability to talk endlessly may help me out in the long run. So stay tuned to that, but I'm not going anywhere. And as you can see, let's follow this. Let's see how many views this title gets. I'll be very curious, and I'm sure you are too. Well, maybe not. Anyway, Buzz's Retirement Garage. Take care. We'll see you again.